Hi everyone, JJ Lee here, and this is Coffee and Memoir. Today I want to bring up the topic of the memoir question. The memoir question is actually a plural idea. There are many memoir questions. At the most basic is, will they or won't they? Whatever the memoir is about, usually there's a mission, some sort of thing that needs to be accomplished, or a period of time that's being encapsulated in the storytelling, and something's going to happen, and the protagonist, the main character that's being narrated by the memoirist, has to make a decision or do something. But there are also other forces at play. When someone endeavors to do something, to accomplish something, to complete something, to engage in something, there's also what you could call an ulterior motive or another level of motivation in the character. And what is that? They're usually looking for an answer to a question. What is it that they want? In my memoir, The Measure of a Man, the story of a father, a son, and a suit, the thing that I pursued was trying to understand if I was my father's son. And by that, I don't mean genetically. By that, I mean by demeanor, outlook on life, and if the difficult life that my father had imparted something upon me, and I would have a difficult life as well. And so that was part of the memoir question. And so even above that was the act of memoir itself. So not only do I engage in the activity of altering my father's last suit and becoming an apprentice tailor, in the telling of the story, in the recounting of my time as an apprentice tailor, I use that excuse as a kind of archaeology of my relationship of my father. So I was digging down through the act of writing, and I used the metaphor and an analogy to get across the idea of writing the memoir. And that was altering my father's final suit, which I was actually doing in the first place. So as I altered my father's suit, I began to do an archaeology, and I was trying to uncover who my father really was. So not only am I asking, am I like my father? But then, of course, the question is, who is my father? And then underneath that would be the more pragmatic. Does JJ finish his apprenticeship? Does he ever alter the suit? Does he come to an understanding vis-a-vis his relationship either with his master tailor or with his father? So you can see that this layering of objectives and missions can drive a memoir. And in my case, there were multiple memoir questions. So I'm asking you today, what are your memoir questions? And for you as the writer of a memoir, instead of explaining what happened, instead of answering a question you already know the answer to, the most exciting and driving part of a ulterior or super or a meta mission memoir question, one that keeps you alive, one that you're still asking as you write it, this can be a really powerful way for you to keep not just recounting a tale, but discovering your story. So think about your memoir questions at every level of the main character, what the narrator's trying to do, and is there an activity that the narrator will do, like going for a walk or meditating, that will help them revisit the past? And can you use that as a way of posing the narrator memoir question? And also, finally, get in touch with yourself. What still do you not know, and how can the memoir help you reach your goal? This is very exciting for the reader when the writer and the reader both have the same goal of uncovering a mystery. What are your memoir questions?